What's up with the hat? You might be asking yourself. Well, one, it's fucking cold in Florida. It's like 70 or something. We're freezing down here. I don't want to hear about Minnesota. Whatever. Hey, Bob. Welcome aboard. You might want to turn away for this video. Two, this is my vampire killing hat. This periscope's about killing vampires, in case you can't read. And vampires, I believe, originated in Eastern Europe. And this could be an Eastern European style hat. I think I got it at Walmart. For all you PC vegans out there, this is real rabbit fur. Very soft and luxurious. Many rabbits were harmed in the making of this hat. And I don't care. Because they're probably delicious. I wouldn't eat one, but you should. So, yeah, this video. Yes, he can, Bob. Bob said John Carpenter can do no wrong. Yes, he can. He did wrong. He did wrong, and we're correcting that today, Bob. This is what's going on. A lot of people think they know how to kill a vampire. Vampires are not easy to kill. And it's kind of an instructional video today. I'm going to be showing you how to kill vampires. And of course, by vampires, I mean John Carpenter's crappy 1998 vampire movie entitled Vampires that also stars Daniel Baldwin, that hack. Not a good movie. Sorry, Bob, not good. Not a horror movie. Action, campy action, lots of Arnold Schwarzenegger style one-liners. Not a real vampire movie. Good modern vampire movie, 30 Days of Night, Stakeland, go watch Salem's Lot. John Carpenter's Vampires? Sorry. He does not get a pass, Bob. Sorry. It's an awful movie. And, you know, I got it to destroy. Hey, you're beautiful there, nasty, nim. No, James Woods, with his magnificent cock, Bob, could not save that movie. It was very awkward. He's not an action star, and all the corny one-liners were not delivered well by him in spite of his massive Hollywood cock. Legendary cock. Look it up. Hey there, deck. I'm kind of on a deck right now, so that's a coincidence. Yeah, so, hey, Russia. Welcome aboard. Das Vidanya. I know that means goodbye, but that's all I know. So yeah, I don't know what language you're speaking, sir. Edek. Sorry. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you how to kill a vampire today. And usually, if you're watching my periscopes, I blow things up. But you know, if you've watched any horror movies at all, you know, blowing up a vampire doesn't work. It's more complicated than that. You have to drive a stake through them. And yeah, I think you can cut their heads off, preferably both. You want to do both. And that's what we're going to do today. I have a copy of John Carpenter's Vampires on VHS. I have a mallet. And a wooden spike. It's not wood. I don't want to hear it. I don't think wood would go through a VHS tape. Well, good, man. Stay along. This is going to be fun. It's a celebration of killing vampires today. I'm wearing my Eastern European hat in honor of the origin of vampires. So yeah, what was I saying? I wasn't gonna do a wooden stake. I think a wooden stake would probably break, and maybe a really thick, like hard wood. But I mean, come on, look what we're doing here. Look at me. Do I look like I'm crafting a hardwood stake to do this? I went to a hardware store. I wanted to get a nail. I wanted to get a gigantic nail. That's the move, right? To go through a VHS tape with a hammer? A nail. You can't get a giant nail. I went to Ace Hardware. You can get giant bolts. No giant nails. Weird, right? Yeah. So I got a bolt. Bolts are pointy. Not slick. They're not gonna carve through that vampire's tape like butter, like a nail probably would. But we're doing the best we can here at Monster Movie App, which you can get at monstermovieapp.com if you want to see more crazy foolishness like this. Go to monstermovieapp.com. I'm going to be posting it on my app, and there's links for everything that we do. YouTube, Periscope, Facebook, like Tinder. What's the gay app? Tumblr. Yeah, we're not on there anyway. But I have nothing against it. I would join that and promote the app just like I'm doing here. I'm doing good, Nasty. I like your name, Nasty. I'm doing good. We're about to liberate this area from vampires. The whole point of this. I'm not gonna save the world with this maneuver, but my little, you can see by my hand gesture, my little section of it is going to be vampire free. I think I was starting to say, I did go back and watch, just to be sure, because I only saw vampires once, Bob. And I hated it. Nasty. You're welcome. I hated it. I hated it a lot. Thought it was cheesy and lame. So I watched it again. I gave it a fair shot. I went back today. Before I destroyed it, I wanted to make sure. You don't want to kill a harmless VHS unless there's good reason. I think about these things. Yeah, terrible movie still, even today. Didn't help it at all. It was worse the second time. John Carpenter makes bad movies. Go watch The Ward. And it was a fucking Mars movie, was not that great either. It was alright. But he does make bad movies. Mostly good. I'm a Carpenter fan. But very interesting to speak with English-speaking men. Uh-oh. I don't need a bride. I don't need a Russian bride. Where are you from, Nasty? Yeah, this is like a big part of my app, Monster Movie App at monstermovieapp.com, is that we understand that our icons are human and that they make mistakes, and it's okay to point out their mistakes. You don't have to blindly follow. We should all question, even people that we look up to. They're not infallible. No one is. Ah, Russia. Nice. I'd love to come to Russia. You got a room for me? Oh, wait. Nah, it's getting late. So, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You can be a John Carpenter fan and admit to the world that the movie Vampire sucks. Um, it's okay to be a Tom Savini fan and like his movies and appreciate his special effects, but openly admit that he's a fucking jerk off douchebag to his fans. And everyone else that sits by him, even celebrities, hate that guy. They hate sitting next to him at horror conventions. But now I'm just ranting. I want to show you how to kill vampires. Let me get my tools. I prepared a grave earlier. We're gonna bury it. You gotta put a stake through its heart and bury it. That's how it works. We're traveling here, guys. I'm gonna show you this grave. Alright. Look at this. I'm proud of this grave. It's a handsome grave. Look at that. Can you see it? I made it with my little shovel. I know it's a spade or whatever. But, yeah. A little pile of dirt. It's sand. Not real dirt. And then there's the grave. Stake this fucker outside the grave, though. We're gonna stake it. Then we're gonna put it in the grave. And then we're gonna bury it. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna set you guys up. Thanks for your translation. Translating. I don't know if I'm translating anything, but let's see how this looks. I prepared a camera stand. Oh, that's beautiful, right? Alright. You guys ready for this? Say das Vidanya, Bob. Gotten carried away with that. There's a possibility I'm not getting this out of the ground. Let's see if we can. Come on. Sorry. I'll show this again on camera. See, there's some chunks. I may have accidentally hit more than just the stake on this. Oh, look at that. Look how beautiful. It went clean through it. Oh. These vampires are hurting no one no more. Let's put it in its grave. Sticking up a little high. Now, as a final touch, if you really want to make sure that this movie is not going to come back in the middle of the night and harm any more people in your area, I suggest a little bit of insurance. See, a clove of garlic. You want to bury a clove of garlic with it too, Bob. Just to be sure. Just to be sure. So you got a stake driven through it. Ideally, you would want to cut off the head of the vampires. That's the only way they're really never coming back. But this is gonna work. Garlic, steak through the tape. A couple random beatings to other parts of its body. That doesn't hurt. That does not hurt. So we're gonna fill this in. We should bury these chunks. See, like you want to make sure you get every piece, because you know that vampires are known to regenerate. They can regenerate. It depends on the movie, but they will regenerate. You see this piece? You see that? From this little piece, vampires can regenerate itself and become another VHS tape of vampires. So you really want to make sure you get all of it. I was a little foolish taking those extra whacks, but look at that. That tape, no. That tape is now officially not hurting anyone again. And there, you might want to mark it so you know. See, that's where you're wrong, Dimitri. I took safety precautions. You should have showed up on time. I drove a stake through it. I put garlic in there. I made sure I got all the little pieces. That tape ain't going anywhere. It's good. It's my vampire killing hat, Dimitri. Yeah, you missed it. Go back and watch. I took every safety precaution other than cutting off the head. That would require like a sawzall or like a, rotary saw or acid, maybe. I'm not a handy guy. I don't have tools. All right. I admit it. I don't know the name of shit. But yeah, I mean, you'd ideally want to saw off the head of the vampires and then stake it. Bury the head separate from the tape itself. That way it's never coming back. But our way is good. Now, if you've ever seen any vampire movies, if some fucking idiot goes out there and digs that up and removes the steak and the garlic, then we're fucked. Then it's coming for me, probably every one of fucking you that watch this. That's how vengeful John Carpenter's vampires are. Yeah, it could happen. You know what? I'm not going to mark that fucking grave. I was wrong about that. I'm going back and removing that spade. Yeah. Now it's an unmarked grave. Could have been a Sarasota squirrel that did that. Nobody will ever know. No one will know that those vampires are living in there, or dead in there. Dead. The whole point. So, I hope this was educational for everyone. I don't know if anyone's ever done a Periscope showing how to kill vampires, and especially for our Eastern European friends, like from Russia and stuff, they're fucking rampant over there. They're everywhere. They're still killing vampires today. Yeah. Dimitri says he can't wait for new people to move in and find that tape. I hope they don't. You're watching this shit. Yeah. Vampires are smart, especially John Carpenter's vampires. Vengeful. They know everybody that's watching this, all fucking three of you guys. So, you better hope, Dimitri, that they don't fucking dig that up. Oh, look. It's a Sarasota squirrel. It's a good omen. It's a good omen. It means that our area is clear. Satan sent that squirrel to give us an omen that this area is now clean of vampires, and we don't have to worry about them anymore. So, until next time. Get the fuck out of my house!